It's that time again for your February market update. Matt Smith here, Matt Smith Real Estate Group. We have some amazing stats to share with you guys on what our real estate market is doing. So one of the things that we try to do here, one of our core values is education. And so I feel like it's my responsibility to educate you, the public, on what is going on in a real estate market. And if you've paid attention to our videos, you've noticed that there's been a trend, right? Inventory is going down and the number of homes and home prices are going up. So this is a lot more of the same with a few things that kind of threw me off that I want to share with you. And more importantly, stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to tell you how these trends actually affect you, whether you're a buyer or a seller. So let's talk about average sales price. That's a stat that we talk about almost every single month. So for Phelps County, average sales price is up $8,000 month over month. So that means in January to February, in 1 month, the average sales price went up $8,000. That's a huge, huge increase. I know a lot of people are, questions that I'm getting, right, are, well, what's gonna happen? When's the market gonna crash? And guys, I'm looking at trends and I'm looking at what is happening in our market. Inventory keeps getting less and prices keep going up. So just don't listen to news and what they say. I wanna give you the real data of what I'm seeing in our current market. So same thing with Pulaski. Pulaski County month over month is up. It's up slightly less, it's $5,000, but in 1 month, the average sales price went up $5,000 in 1 month. That's a huge, huge stat. So I wanted to share that with you. In short, the market is getting better, right? So average sales prices are still on the rise. Even in the month of February, when real estate is traditionally slower, sales prices are still going up. Let's talk about number of new listings. This is a stat that I'm tracking to see where we're at with inventory, number of homes coming available. And it's important for you to know because if you're a buyer looking, it's hard to find that home in today's market, right? There's just not a lot of inventory. So it's just a stat that we're tracking. And to be honest, there's not much to report there. It's staying pretty steady. Year over year and month over month, that is a pretty steady stat. The number of new listings is staying steady. So let's talk about available homes for sale. So when I talk about this, that means the difference in that between new listings and available homes for sale. Available homes for sale means what is available on the market versus new listings coming on the market, right? And so available homes for sale, surprise, surprise, it's down drastically. It is like a huge ski slope. And no matter how far back I go, up to 2 years, it keeps going down. That means supply and demand. So if you haven't watched my videos, let me say it again. Now is a great time to buy. Now is a great time to sell. Number of homes available are going down drastically still. That means that if you're a seller right now, you probably need to have your home on the market because supply and demand, right? We'll get more into that later. So let's talk about months supply of homes on the market. This stat really goes into if no more homes come on the market, how long will our inventory last? And so a average market, a typical steady, balanced market, if you will, is about 6 months supply. And in Phelps, it's under 2 months supply. It was like 1.6, 1.8 months. That means that's drastically, it's a seller's market. And in Pulaski, it was 1 month supply. That means if no more homes come on the market and the number of homes that are continually going under contract continue, in 1 month, we will be out of inventory. Guys, that's a huge stat. I want you to understand how that affects you and your home, whether you're a buyer or a seller. It's huge, huge stat. So what that means is we need inventory. There are buyers out there that are ready to buy and they can't find the right home. So another stat that I didn't really pull numbers for, but it's been pretty consistent over the last couple of months is that there are less homes being sold, right? It's not drastic, it's pretty subtle, but it's still an important stat. And I think that it's because there's not enough homes coming on the market. So that screams opportunity if you're a seller. $8,000 in a month, $5,000 in a month, that's a huge increase if you're looking from my perspective. In 1 month in our area, that's the average sales price going up that quickly. It's something you should really take a look at. So here's what I want to do. I want to tell you, if you are a seller right now, here's what you need to know. If you have considered selling your home, if you're curious to know what your home is worth, reach out to us. We're the #1 team in the area. We've been #1 year after year after year, and we want to help you and inform you and educate you on the process to see if now is a good time for you to sell your home. We're not saying that now is a great time for you, but you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to look into this to see if now is a good time for you to sell your home. If nothing else, you can see how much hidden equity you have in your home. They say the American dream is home ownership, right? It's a forced savings account. But what's crazy about this, it's an investment when you buy a home. Your investment, your rate of return has went through the roof over the last 2 years. You owe it to yourself to check in and see what your investment looks like. So reach out to us. We're happy to do that free of charge. That's a service that we provide, and it's no obligation. We just want to help you to see where you're at with your home so you can make informed decisions for you and your family. And if you're a buyer, interest rates have went up. So I told you it was coming. You should have been watching these videos and listen. I told you that it was coming. Interest rates are going up. Good news is they've kind of stalled a little bit and they're not going to go up drastically. So they have went up a little bit, but I feel like they are going to continue to rise. So if you're a buyer out there, don't wait. If you wait, it's going to cost you money. It's plain and simple. Interest rates are going to go up. Home prices are continuing to increase. If you're looking to buy, now is the time. Don't wait for the market to quote unquote crash. It's not happening anytime soon, if it even happens at all. So make sure if you're looking to buy a home, now is the time. I'll speak for me personally. I am looking for investment properties. I'm looking to buy, but you would say, well, now's not a good time to buy an investment because prices are going up. I 1000% disagree. Now is the best time I've ever seen to buy an investment property. Interest rates are still extremely affordable, and if I buy a home today, guess what? Next month it's gonna be worth more money. That's the definition of an investment if you ask me. So too many people think small and they think, well, I could have bought that same house for less money 2 years ago. I should have bought it then. Maybe, right? But what was the interest rate? If the interest rate was higher, there's so many different factors. I don't know. You can't go in the back. You can't rewind and buy properties 2 years ago. So I know what I know now. I know now is a great time to buy. I know now is a great time for an investment. So make sure that you actually just process that for a minute. Just think about that and see how that affects you, affects your decisions. If you want to discuss that, reach out to us at Matt Smith Real Estate Group. We're happy to have that conversation and see how we can help you. Thanks for tuning in for our market update. And as always, we are here to be a resource. Let us know how we can help you.